Hello everyone and welcome back to another Swabian night. Let's head to a land, it's a faraway place where the porcelain miners go. Where the hollow's immense and miasma's intense, it's etheric, but hey, it's home. Hollow disasters like these caught the attention, it seems, of disciples who roam at night. Hit the streets, don't be shy. Junior Bell must know why on another Swabian night. On Swabian nights and Swabian days. The readings come true from Yishuan Shifu in auspicious ways. Swabian nights need Swabian moons. A foo-foo stands guard, and the meals they are prepared by Inhu. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Zenless Zone Zero. It's a fantastic one at that, and we're starting off with I wrote that parody myself. It was great and I love it so much because it just came together and it was so fantastic. Obviously it's derived from the tune of Arabian Nights from Aladdin. It just when I heard the name of the temple being called, and we've went over this before, but when I heard the temple was called the Swabian Temple, it just immediately came to mind. It's like, Swabian Temple, it's another Swabian night. And then it occurred and it was great and I love it so much. So that was, hopefully it sounded reasonable. I didn't have my effects going at the start there, but I got them activated. For those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedly random. We are here Monday through Saturday at roughly whenever I get here in the PM Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streamification scheduality. We also have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, I'm going to unsquish my camera a little bit here because it's not necessary to be squished anymore with this cool new camera mount. Still a work in progress as far as where it's going to be positioned, but I'm liking it better already because I can get it more in my face without it being in the way on the desk. So, yeah, that's all I know. We are going to do stuff today, and that was unplanned. And see what happens on today's stream. I am not specifically planning a double stack today because I've been exhausted and I have a number of things that I need to complete this tomorrow mostly. So I'm going to try and do some of them tonight and all of that stuff. So that's about all I know. Swabian Beeline. Claim revenue. Auto manage. I think I have a little bit of money. So, that should do that for us. I'm going to show you a fun little trick. Fun little trick, at least until it gets patched, but I don't think it will. It's not here with 20. And then, it's funny how if you just commit to saying it, saying it like a bang boo. It flows really well, and it's great. Seed taught me that. Anyway, let me do this one thing with my video. This image here. Looking bright. I suppose I can use all the brightness I can get. That was the... yeah, okay. So, who are we promoting? Seed is adorable. Let's have... let's see... Lucy gets her whip going. Corporal punishment is not acceptable for late video rentals. I don't know if there's any actual significance between the various different promoters. Also, Andy is best. So we're gonna have trigger promote and recommended. Go. Because we can mostly. That's about the only justification there. Anyway, so the thing that I was gonna show you is not at the coffee shop either, but we're gonna stop there. Possible. I don't know if it'll let me. Hey, I've got battery missing, so that works. Eeny, miny, meeny, mousey, moo, map. That's the one. And this one, and this one. So, fun factoroonie that everybody probably already knows about. Lily really wants to pet Hal, and Hal would probably be more than happy with that. So these scratch cards, if you start here in the middle, you can go bloop and get an idea of what you've got on this scratch card. And if you don't like it, you can actually go back, and then you can go to the temple and get a fortune. Anyway, hey, it's Ben Bigger. Hi, Ben. Such heavy losses. Is it really okay? I just bumped into a member of the Cunning Hares near here, and I just happened to overhear them talking about this month's income and expenses. First of all, I promise I wasn't eavesdropping on purpose. It really was all just a coincidence. But judging by sorry, I can't talk today. But judging by the numbers I was hearing, not only did they fail to pull in any revenue this month, but they were hemorrhaging losses too. Are they doing okay? Nicole will take care of it. Can she really take care of such damaging losses? Nicole is an incredible leader. But with such an incredible leader, why haven't the Cunning Hares gotten bigger or better? Oh, I know. It has to be because the time just isn't right yet. It's a trust event, so agreeing with him is probably... I think so too. Yeah, Nicole's gotta be the kind of big cheese who keeps her cards close to her chest. Who does the accounting over at the Cunning Hares? That would be Anby. They'd have to be under quite a lot of stress, right? As someone in the industry, I really feel for it. Well, Anby seems to manage. There's been a few times that she's been concerned. This person's haircut reminds me vaguely of maybe a cat. The like sweeped in from the side. Hello. Okay. So yeah, we previewed the Howl newsstand, which was probably 6,000 pennies because it was the meat steak things, ham roast. But if we go back to the Swabian Temple, I can Nagavate, and I can go Phylum, and I can Swabian. You know what? We can do this even better. Go straight to Ashwa. Miasm Field. Use fine particulate mist to combat it. So, and technically, I think you can actually do something similar on this one, from what I was hearing, but you gotta be quick, because you have to like get out of it before it actually gives you the reward or something along those lines. So, fire, light. Okay, hey, all the people disappeared. How come everything's out of stock? It's not out of stock. Go buy this stuff. We're making, we do be making the stuff. It's for sale. Please. Okay, this guy. There is... Oh, this must be... her... agent story? "22 days. 10 days. So, I need to know who is the next banner character after Dylan. Because I need to know if I need to plan on using my polls then, or use them not then. The next banner character after Dylan. The next major featured character is Banyue. Theoretically. So Banyue's banner is 12. See, I'm scheming because after Banyue is Shengguang, Ye Shengguang, and I was kind of wanting to use our obligatory polls for her, which 10 days plus 12 days would be 22 days, which means we're gonna have to spend them before that. And that is even. So that's unfortunate. So we may be running some polls, and we don't even have 40 polls right now. So that's also probably we have 11. Okay. So, with that being done, we got that, did that, and I can do this now. Look, already done with that. spend the day at my own pace. What if I come talk to Beast? Everyone pitched in to perfect the place. I hope you like it, Zhao Guang. Anything else you need? Wow, you managed to make this place so neat and beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you all enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Just call me Senior Qingyuan, like Junior Bell does. Wow, my brain. Don't know why I was struggling with Junior after. She told me you're really interested in our training at Yunkai Summit. Since we've got this connection, we at Swabian Temple will naturally show you proper hospitality. Thank you, Senior Qingyuan. Yuan. Wow. I'm sure that's not how that's pronounced. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. It's totally different from traveling alone. I heard this place used to be even livelier. It'd be so much better if everyone were here. Then you can just stay here without worry. You can wait for them all to come back. Yeah, Zhao Guang. Make yourself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me or Belle. Okay. Then this is my little home in Phylum Heights now. You both must be exhausted today, right? Why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Qingyuan goes to rest. Everyone's so thoughtful. Too bad I can't reveal my identity right now. Once I find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to all my fellow disciples. Don't worry too much, Zhaoguang. I would never doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just worried about his safety, so please help me investigate. You worked hard today, so go get some rest soon. Good night. Night. See you tomorrow. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta go talk to Wise guy. Can't even talk to her. He's ignoring me. Suddenly it's dark. Wise guy. So, did Xiaoguang like the room? Yep. Looks like Fairy also prepared some casual clothes for Xiaoguang on your behalf. When the right opportunity comes, you should ask Xiaoguang to try them on and see if she likes them. Thank you. Right, but first we need to find out where Senior Ye is. Sarah went to the porcelain market, and since it's got something to do with some ancient tomes, maybe you and Xiaoguang can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. I'm so curious about that ancient tome. Anyway, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. Meanwhile, on the other side... Broken voice lines! So this is the side you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue.
Should I call them adorably oblivious, or applaud your flawless performance?
That was gonna be my line. Ooh, yeah, Shu Yuan walks out from the shadows, his expression gone.
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them.
Evil.
Ever since I returned to Wi-Fi, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became.
Oh, is this one of the ideals, the drowned ideals? And is that? But they would be. That would be outside of the hollow, though. That couldn't. Well, this isn't outside the hollow, I guess. So this very well could be. Tell me, why is it that after you erased my nightmare, I can't hide this form anymore? Though, I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state.
just like what I demonstrated to you before. I made those sacrifices return to the purest state.
Now they're just aimless drifters. Mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself.
Oh, sorry to finish the line of my brain that was going on earlier. The great news that I had. You know, those, and when I tell you, you're probably gonna know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But there was a time when you'd visit your grandparents' house, and they had a tin of cookies. Like, it was a metal tin. It was about this biggish around and about this tall. It was a cylinder, and it had a lid on it. And it was always difficult to pull off, like one of those popcorn tin lids. And it had cookies all over, like, printed on it, and it's like it's a can of cookies, and you're like, cookies, and you open it up, and it's full of buttons, or it's a sewing kit. Always the buttons. So it turns out that not terribly like 3 months ago, I come across some of these cookies in I think somebody brought into work at second job. I don't remember exactly, but I ended up getting one of them, and I tried it because cookies, and it was actually so much more enjoyable than I remembered. I mean, they were good. It's like a butter shortcake, shortbread. That's the word. A butter shortbread cookie. So it's not real sweet, but it's usually got sugar, like a rock sugar sort of thing over the top of it. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm like, I need to buy me some of these because those are good. I like them a lot, and I want them. So I looked for them. They don't exist. I'm like, are you serious? The brand name is Original Gourmet. Apparently they've been baking cookies since 1993, according to the can. But the reason there's good news is the Christmas candy is out, and I found them. So I ended up with 2 full-size tins and 2 smaller tins, and the smaller ones may already be almost gone. But I got my cookies, and I was so happy. But yeah, they're phenomenal. I'm gonna see if there's any way to. Surely there's a way that you can make a replica on your own. Because then I could bake my own shortbread cookies, and they'd be delicious, and I could have them at any time, and I wouldn't have to wait and order them and buy them. I couldn't even order them online. They were like a seasonal thing or something. Like, how can you do this thing? So that was my good news. Like I said, it had nothing to do with stream whatsoever. It was just it could.
They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade. The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours.
So he's referring to her as Xiaoguang too, which I thought was just a made-up name that she made up to keep. And maybe he's calling her that in front of Sarah, so Sarah doesn't know who she actually is, maybe, perhaps. You know what's weird about winter? Only my left hand, or no, sorry, the other side, only my right hand ends up with these massive cracks in the corners of my fingers. All dried out and sad. And I'm like, I don't even understand how that, because like this side doesn't do it. I mean, not substantially at least. But this one, other than the blister from crushing my finger under a thing at work, this one gets all dry and sad, and I'm like, why? I don't do anything fun. I mean, I'm right-handed, but I don't do anything fundamentally different with one hand that would make it more dry. It's so weird. Really probably just need to coat it and then throw a nitrile glove on for the day. It's gross and it ends up needing washed when you take it off because it smells funny, but it helps a lot. It has time to kind of soak in the moisturizer. Okay.
What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to.
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order.
Shield wants chaos. Well, if that's the case, she should subscribe to our Twitch because that's the way to join the chaos. Ah, shameless plug.
I remember every one of the creator's words of wisdom from when I was young, when I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily their principles
No,
like
go back.
spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze.
Go back.
Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch.
Trying to wipe the moisturizer off my spacebar.
Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch.
Thanks for that.
But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen, the arms of sword wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable, all coalesced in that clearness.
So everybody's gonna be petrified. Well, that's I guess that would technically be peaceful.
Look at this world. Birth and death, love and hatred, power rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester, like maggots feeding on detritus. I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon, just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch. Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there, somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
The night grows heavy, and deep within Lemnian Hollow, something unknown is stirring. In the darkness. It's Bangbu. A mysterious Bangbu is there, standing alone in the shadow. Its little hands are clasped together, as if it's praying.
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. Very soon, salvation will come.
Should I recognize that voice? A night of uproar and secret silently sinks into the deep darkness. As morning light spills across the land, Suabian Temple welcomes a new day, and Ning Qian, who brings news for everyone. I went to Porcelain. Oh, this is a guy that was that released the guy that he's acted like a helper, but he's actually evil. I went to Porcelain Market this morning to ask around. Ginger from the antique shop said he remembers seeing that woman in red. She brought a severely damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wanted to restore it. What was it? Not sure yet. Ginger said that since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it was a difficult job, so he recommended it to one of his old customers who's obsessed with collecting antique books. Bargainer Biao. I get his address. I got his address, so we can try our luck and pay him a visit. But Ginger also said he's met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. Let's go try. Because the worst he can do is turn us into an Ethereal. Hello. The atmosphere here somehow doesn't seem very...
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tubbs' new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days. Or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
You bunch of bandits!
It sounds like a job for Krampus. The arrogant woman leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
Uncle Biao?
Right? I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome? What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions.
Well, how about we help you with your homework?
Go away, all of you!
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
that. Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Biao is pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of our questions. Maybe let me try talking to him alone first to help him calm down. It might take a bit longer, so I apologize for making everyone wait.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Suddenly, there's Dial-In, a Krampus representative.
Dial-In? What are you doing here? Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. Top's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases.
Well, hey, we've got a tough, unreasonable case for you.
And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Oh, sounds pretty intense.
Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
You briefly tell Dial-In about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
How can she be so casual about this?
Because she's already solved the problem, and so she's just taking care of things. Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dial-In quickly returns, waving something in her hands. Alright, it's done. This bargainer Biao is quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind book, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us. Oh look, keep the book! A heavily worn and mysterious ancient tome with pages stuck together from moisture damage. Its edges are tattered, inner pages torn, making many crucial sections hard to decipher. From what's just barely legible, the tome appears to document unverified legends about arrays related to absorbing miasma and suppressing evil. Cool.
Dial-In? How did you manage to get that out of him?
Yeah, Dial-In. It's like you cast a spell on him or something.
How did I do that?
Exactly what I did, it will remain a secret. But look, I've solved this big trouble for you. Got you what you wanted, and even managed to save his house in the process.
Counting the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
How do you want us to repay you?
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you? All right, just scan here to submit a tip. I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I'd cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person. What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
That's it?
Huh? That's it? Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Let's make a deal.
Done deal.
Thank you, Dial-In. You're so kind.
Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
No. Even if you have other motives, Your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything.
Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out her next move. Bargainer Biao said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it's actually worked, well, that's another story. Hearing this, Xiaoguang perks up. This is a matter of utmost importance. Now that we have the tome, let's head back to Swabian Temple and discuss it there. Maybe with some more voice lines. Xiaoguang seems to have just remembered something. Should I ask now, or wait till we're alone?
Senior Xiaoguang, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seemed to know something about it.
Hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention them.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love?
Thanks for bringing that up.
Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Waife, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help. With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much, just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell they must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents, did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Ban Yue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life, entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yishuan Shifu was a safer choice. Did you also know her parents?
Ban Yue Shifu, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Ban Yue Shifu. Belle, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Wi-Fi has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
At those words, both Ye Shengwang and Banyue fall silent. Break the silence. Dwelling on the past is getting too heavy. It's getting late. Let's head back and discuss our next step.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Xiaoguang and the others gradually fade from view, but Banyue lingers. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more.
Please. Please. Our two children are still so young.
I wish I could see them grow up. And not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Banyue back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Your existence transcends mortal measure, standing with the divine, or perhaps blank. In ancient times, there were sages who could communicate with the divine. Observing the celestial changes, they knew miasma converge during the peak of celestial night. Observing the celestial changes, they knew miasma, blank, would converge blank during the peak of celestial blank. They built this array, gathering and purifying the miasma to restore the world to blank. With the array complete, though the evil is subdued, blank, blank, get blank. Summon. To summon blank. Blank desire to power. Blank. 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 Array core. Blank. Willing. Sacrifice. As the key blank. So we leave this method if blank of blank is found. Use. So we wow. So if we leave this method, if blank, the blank, 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 blank. After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator. The array's purpose is to suppress the miasma.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
If the array's purpose is to suppress miasma, from what we've seen, the Exaltus, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I hadn't killed the... I had talked to the workers. No pain.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
And wait, going in aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
So you think we should be able to reach out to the people from back then about the array? Makes sense. I was too young to remember, but maybe someone else still does.
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunkai Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
light appealers to believe that I'm struggling a bit. Ah. Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining zone. Most of them have settled in Siloon Bay area. We found some survivors. Don't worry, some survivors from the miasma outbreak have now settled in Siloon Bay. They might have some information about the array. I really don't like the intermittent voice issue. It's quite frustrating. Because not only is it that it's not voiced where it should be, it's partially voiced, and so it's like it would have been better just to leave it all out rather than just giving us every other line. Silent Bay. I'm pretty familiar with the area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set. That was weird. Sounds good to me. Using the addresses Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had to stay here, this place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement.
Ooh. The past fades like dust.
You must be feeling pretty conflicted right now. Yeah, Ning, Qian, and the others got here before us, so they must have gone down already, right? Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kind of nervous. Hey, doesn't that miner up ahead look kind of familiar? Looks like that person we saved earlier. Hello. Ah, it's you guys, the ones who saved me. Do not trust Internet. Are you feeling better? Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends. I was just thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Don't worry about it. We were simply doing what was right. We're just glad to see you're safe and sound. But we're here today to ask about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. The array. Arrays? Divine deities? Why is it always... My old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then, and some who'd just moved into the staff family quarters, and some who'd just moved into the staff family quarters, and kept sneaking deeper into the mining area.
Huh?
They were always asking the old-timers at the mine about stuff from way back when. Seems like they're digging for info about some mystical arrays or whatever. Did they find any? I just remember there was this guy who spoke real nice, a woman who was always smiling. They even helped treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once they even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. I don't know who that could be. And then, well, then everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. it had worked, maybe that disaster wouldn't have happened. If there really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details around the time of the incident 10 years ago? Any detail would help. Other details? There is something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the Hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it in there, but I did spot these really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. We've seen something like that before too. Yeah, folks have been saying those white flowers are a good sign that the miasma is receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts back where my folks were. Back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. The area around those white flowers was clean too, no traces of miasma in sight. Back then, I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened, and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived. Some moved far away, others relocated here, and well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently, besides you, well, you're my saviors, so I might as well be honest. Someone else asked me about that array stuff too. There's this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me not to breathe a word of this to anyone else. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff and they couldn't let more people get caught up in it. Be singing, eh? Huh? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and was dressed in a Honkai Summit training attire? Huh? No, he was nothing like that. He was tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. He spoke politely and was quite generous, too. If you hadn't saved me, I would have kept my lips sealed about it. So it wasn't. So she doesn't know. Don't feel down. We still made good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. Just then, Ning Qian's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Is Ning Qian being held up by someone? That looks like Uncle Biao? Uncle Biao. Let's go check it out now. Oh, no need fortune telling. I have important matters to attend to. Please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't be friend. Just as I said, I see darkness clouding your vision. There's some terrible malignance locked between those brows of yours. The funny thing is, he's entirely accurate, but we don't actually know that. If this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart, and if left unresolved, a great misfortune may befall you. Luckily, you've met me for just 5,000 dennies. What on earth are you talking about? Get out of here. Fortune teller looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Xiao Guang, as if finding a new target. Hey there, young lady. You have a most spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. This is terrible. Of a terrible omen. The stars have fallen. The moon is broken. Your path is fraught with peril, barely a glimmer of light to be seen in the dark. My lady, you may face a great calamity soon. To overcome this tribulation, you need... What nonsense. Oh. So now you want us to pay to break the curse? Mister, while I'm not great at divination... Oh. Mister, while I'm not great at divination myself, I have a master who's an expert. Khan is in the north, Lee is in the south. I'm sorry, but your compass is wrong. And the positions of the Dui and Jun trigrams? They're not quite right either. We've got other matters to attend to too, so we'll take our leave now. Why do I keep running into tough nuts and experts these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Even little girls aren't easy to fool anymore. This gig's getting harder and harder to pull off. Fortune teller grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. Young man, your face speaks of noble fortune, but I see a hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read the fortune I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off. Hands off, I say. Victory at all costs. Shifu always said divination was my worst subject. Too restless and unfocused to get accurate readings. But this time, I choose to trust in my divination. No word comes when that wretched creature appears. I will give it my all. Why is everyone staring at Banyue Shifu? The atmosphere is getting weirder. Yeah, maybe we should go back. Huh? Right now? I actually want to look around some more. To see if there's anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Xiao Guang is so focused on finding her brother that she hasn't even noticed the strange atmosphere. Very well. That guy, what's he doing here? Huh. What's that thing doing here again? Shh, keep it down. Don't let it hear us. That thing has crazy good hearing. So what if they heard? Ain't we telling the truth? Back at the old mining site. Only we hadn't trusted it. That family of three next door was just steps away. They screamed for help until their voices weren't hoarse. And that thing, it didn't even blink. That look in its eye, it's cold as stone. It's all in the past now. We finally found some peace here in Siloam Bay. Let's not stir up any more trouble. Better to keep our distance. So apparently Banyue is freaking everybody out. Look, yeah, it really is that heap of scrap. Ashu must have been blind back then, bringing that thing back from the hollow and treating it like a person. Ashu treated it with such kindness, and look at how it repaid her. Just standing by and watching her die. No wonder they said it was a killing machine before. That thing's got no heart. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even... that forbidden fruit test, or Ashu saved such a thing and brought it back. Now she's gone, and her only brother. No one's heard from him in years. What's going on? Years ago, I committed an unforgivable sin. Their evidence is irrefutable, beyond any dispute. Their resentment, their boundaries, their boundless hatred, It is the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day I shall explain it all to you. He returned to Swabian Temple with Banyue. Banyue Shifu, about what just happened. My apologies. My unannounced visit disturbed others. The blame is mine. Please don't let it trouble you. If those words can ease even a bit of their pain, then it is a burden I should. You have a past that's hard to talk about. I understand. I won't ask further, but if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be there to listen. Thank you. Banyue gives you a grateful look while staying silent. Soon the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something. And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
You wanna head back?
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leaves brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Should we head out now? Yeah. Wow.
Yahoo! See you at your service. This weather's perfect for a little exploring. This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site's residential area.
Sorry for the wait, dear. Starlight shines break the dawn.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within.
Oh! Emissary! This battlefield belongs to us! Starlight
Oh, finally got it right? Looks like our Xiaoguang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait. It's... Huh? That's strange.
You want to take a break?
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
We're getting close. There appears to be a barricade ahead.
Paths blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line. Now connected with the Gold Star Rep.
I'm on it.
The hunt begins! Drawn from countless legends, melodies, and dreams! Ruthless fiend, attack with me! Switching.
That's
This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
really kind of odd that I can change characters right here. An obstacles blocking the road, just like last time. Find a minecart nearby and then use disintegration.
Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
Minecart tracks look more complex than last time. We'll need to switch the tracks twice to get the minecart to the obstacle.
There's a control panel over there. Now we can head back and try operating the minecart. Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's a...
Alrighty, now we're... Why so quiet?
This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
Anyway, we started blasting.
Belle, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
Leads to where Xiao Guang used to live.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete, whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long, like it went on forever, and it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling, like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure, tall and steady, holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring, but also cold. The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
Was it Banyue? Or was it Seed? Might have been Seed. Seed Senior.
That figure was the one who saved you in senior year, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
I wish they'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
Oh, those up there. Suddenly, side scroller. Look, giant white flowers. With miasma goop.
There are even more of those white flowers. And the further we go, the more there are.
A complaint? Too late for that! Premium's faithful companions! Here I come!
End this hatred!
This won't take much! Take this!
Mountainous strength!
Leave it to me or nothing!
Dylan, leave it to me.
It's kind of fun. Seem to be more white flowers here compared to everywhere else we've been.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them. This place used to be so lively.
Well, one of them's missing, so...
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Banyu, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned, Banyu?
Banyue remains silent, seemingly deep in thought.
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
Or he's revisiting the trauma from the past. Surface of the stone lion statue is covered in cracks. As Banyue gazes at its base, a stream of past memories flickers deep within his core. Viscous substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis fructose, plant fiber. Metal fingers sink into the orange-red pulp, frosting sticking to the mechanical joints. Tactile feedback, contact with soft object. Classification, human gift.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Yi Shengwang's father.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
A pale wildflower is suddenly wedged into the joints of the mechanical arm. Strange warmth spreads along the arm against the heat from a human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Abnormal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit, type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all costs. Overridden. Banyue's core emotion module permanently active. Mission name, Rebirth. Okay.
Watch your back.
Is it my ship?
I'm here.
The ethereals around here have been pretty much cleared out. I think I'll take a walk by myself, see if I can find any. Oh yeah. Indeed. Proceed with caution. There's a strange presence over there. Hey, I'm seeing visions of the past. This way of scent you speak of. From your words, it sounds like it's not just anyone. That silhouette! Shion! Of course, only the devout, one who completely surrenders body and soul. anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, can sense their presence and invoke their descent. You're beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I helped you locate your ray, so you should give me more concrete details. I've already said, when the creator descends, only I can determine when they'll appear. This is my sacred honor, and also a boundary that cannot be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would all be in vain. If you go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore. Better face who you really are, Ye Shuan. Just remember this, everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose, perhaps they can all become the nourishment that feeds the new order. The illusion ends here. That was a vision of my brother and Sarah? This kind of thing has happened before. It seems to be related to the miasma reacting to me. Recreating these scenes from the past, but I'm not sure how it works or how accurate they are. This is a recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said. The array is most likely somewhere beyond that door. The way my brother spoke, and that feeling of briefly touching the past. What we saw must have been a glimpse of something that really happened. And the things he said, I know my brother better than anyone. He only speaks that way when he's calmly planning something in his head. There's no concrete evidence yet, but I think we can at least rule out the worst case scenario. My brother must have had other motives, just like we expected. Will you trust me on this? I trust you. Can I trust him too? I trust your judgment, Xiaoguang. And I trust Senior Ye too. If we keep following their trail, I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent word back. Yeah, they went through this door. This door. Xiaoguang pushed the door, but it wouldn't budge. Huh, it seems to be locked.
Huh. It seems to be locked.
Oh, now you want to speak up. Okay.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Did you remember something?
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now, how I'm afraid of forgetting his voice.
We know now that my brother and Sarah went beyond this door, but I don't want to break it or anything around it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
When we regroup, if I still can't remember how to open it, then we can consider other ways to get through, okay? Of course.
Alright, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
Seems reasonable. Okay, around we are stairs. This place is shiny. Ominous ruins. Corner with a strange vibe. Some of the building ruins and wall sections are unusually smooth. Unlike natural breaks, the scratches look more like they were carved by some kind of sharp winged thing. Are there any winged monsters around here?
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell has long been overloaded. can't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins. It's you.
Ah, yeah. What's wrong?
Banyu Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Is it the one Dial-In mentioned before?
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Take the flowers with us.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction.
Strange white flowers, weird voices, something's definitely off in this hollow. Xiao Guang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. If our guess is right, the array they were looking for should be in that same direction. In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Let's wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move. That's not my companion. Why is there still no response? If it comes to that point, then I'll have no choice but to... Another illusion. Senior Ye seems to be secretly waiting for something? Miasma globules on the ground. Miasma globules all around. Going over here to talk to somebody. It's Dial-In over here, probably.
1-8. The monster who stood by and let death through.
Dial-In. Place once filled with children's laughter and joy, now covered by a thick layer of dust. Even after being abandoned for years and ravaged by disaster, you can still clearly feel the dedication of its original designers. Every inch of this small area was carefully planned out, just to carve out a lively playground for the next generation amidst all this harsh mining district. It stubbornly resists being forgotten, announcing to the world that people once strived so hard to put down roots and live, infusing joy and hope into their ordinary lives. Ah, yeah, you were saying?
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dylan, have you found anything?
Some kind of structures in the background.
Quiet. Huh. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
Dial-In's calm expression shifts, replaced by a complex gaze blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. She hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful? Swart's their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
Swing comes to a stop. And Dylan seems lost in thought. Let's return to the central area and imagine that we had the rest of that text. It moves so fast.
I got you!
I thought he was the only one that automatically shifted into the sprinting speed when you're just moving forward, but Lucia does too. So I
You're now connected with the Gold Star Rail.
Everybody probably does. Yep. Okay. He still moves so fast. Hey, look, a flying monster. What did you call me?
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Dylan and Banya Shifu?
This close feeling like I'm being watched. It's all too familiar.
Instant lightning strike! Phew! Double hand strike! Aloha is the name of the night emissary! Wanna play a game?
Back off! Unite our strength! Tranquil depths.
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious aura. Let me gauge what it's capable of. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students.
Starlight shine, break the dawn! The verdict is unforgivable!
Don't overdo it. Make the earth tremble! Break!
After sacrifices are defeated.
The creators call.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Are you still chasing the so-called truth?
Enough sneaking around! Show yourself!
Don't forget, you once chased after its illusion. But it's more devastating than a right lie.
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the hollow anyway.
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
Those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dylan.
So, her eyes are green here. And then they're amber. So, unless that's just the angle. Also, her Auntie Fong isn't illuminated at all. As far as her eyes.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety. Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
I guarantee they break that. Guarantee. Oh, also.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
He just dumped her into the hollow as some kind of a, what is probably a sacrifice, thinking that the hollow would.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late! All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You are already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
That wasn't this line. What would it be for me? I'd wish that the medium keeps her word that if I die, everyone else will be saved.
That trick. Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
So, all of these people must be other people that they've cast out into the hollow as a sacrifice, in a sense.
I should have evacuated it. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch who made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fong!
They're flying! How could this happen? Where's that witch? Where are the people from the city construction company? Help!
Didn't you say if that kid drew the lot, everything was gonna be fine? It was your idea. What do you have to say about this?
I thought I'd found someone to die in my stead. But who could have known?
Even she betrayed her. Ouch.
Dylan! 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 Dylan!
There's a lot of errors with the dialogue and text. Are you okay? I kept calling your name, but you wouldn't respond. What happened?
I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless.
Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
The voice is back.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, trying to tempt me into giving away my power.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice mentioned was really from the actual creator? But why is the voice only targeting me and Banyue? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice that sounds like your own whispering in your head?
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword reacted slightly in its case. The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
It's hungry.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it.
I really want to keep following my brother's trail, but...
This isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further.
Especially where the sword is reacting to whatever's going on, because that's probably not a good sign.
Shifu and the elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiaoguang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, starting to get on my nerves.
Banyue Shifu? Well, what do you think?
Banyue takes one last look at the sealed gate and nods. Oof. After returning to Swabian Temple, Xiaoguang tells the mystics there what's going on.
So you're Ye Xingguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquei Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a Void Hunter.
See, the Qingming sword was the one that consumed Yishuan Shifu, her sister, in the Hollow, because she called on its power. She was using it as the I forget what the name of the top ranking high preceptor. She was the high preceptor, and so it was entrusted to her, and it was essentially her battle weapon for that position. So during the fall of of Eridu, when the Hollow did all of its stuff, she was in there fighting with the sword, knowing what it did and how it consumes its host. Essentially, it was like a predatory sort of thing, and she ended up calling on its full power in order to save Yishuan Shifu, and because of that, it ended up destroyed. And I would have expected Shifu to receive the Qingming sword as the successor in as the role of High Preceptor, but I don't recall what the justification was, and maybe she was reluctant to, take up that mantle, so to speak, because of what she saw it do to her sister. She may not have been willing to, which is also probably why she created the case for it, to help protect its user from its life-draining power. But I don't know why. I don't recall. We probably already heard why, but I don't recall why Ye Shenguang was entrusted with it, or why it chose her, I guess. Maybe that was the thing too. Maybe because of its unique power, it selects who its next wielder is, regardless of whether they're High Preceptor or not.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, it was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you. I owe all of you a sincere apology.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to wait until we had some leads on Senior Ye's whereabouts before telling the truth. I never thought we'd come across something like that weird miasma fluctuation.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, so I can't hide things anymore.
But please, trust me. Though I don't have evidence to prove it, my brother must have a reason for covering his tracks and for being seen alongside Sarah. I know he wouldn't betray us.
We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his morals or hurt others for selfish gain.
Xiaoguang, Junior, we understand how you feel. We all know what kind of person Senior Ye is. We've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then, the decision rests with her.
Thank you for your trust. There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Xiaoguang like before. And please, help us get to the bottom of the abnormal miasma fluctuation before Shifu arrives.
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiaoguang, for now, you should remain here at Suiban Temple. Junior Bell, please stay with her.
So either Shifu said something's up, or they're like, hey, we don't want you to go out there and get eaten by your sword.
Huh?
Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation under any circumstances.
Called it.
What? But...
So it's either the sword issue, or it's the brother issue, being a conflict of interest and likely to cause her to do exactly what Shifu's sister did. And Shifu's not allowing that. And of course, Shenguang's not going to listen. I guarantee that's what's coming.
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here for our return, all right?
With that, Xingyuan leaves together with the other disciples. Xiaoguang is left standing there, hands clasped tightly together, her expression clouded with helplessness.
It's always like this.
Well, Yishuan Shifu was worried. Worried about my safety. I understand. I've always understood. Shifu cares for me deeply. Even with Shifu's personally crafted seal on the sword case, she constantly worried. Worried that the power of the Qingming sword might spiral out of control. Worried that I might end up like her sister, High Preceptor Yizhang. But having to stay behind everyone, being kept safe, watching everyone else face danger while I can only wait, it's just... with that gloomy look on your face, you hardly seem like the Ye Xiongguang I know. Being able to face any situation with composure, isn't that the kind of person you are? Xiaoguang, you're too tense. After everything that happened today, what you need most right now is to get some proper rest and... How about we rest for now? Sorry, I've troubled everyone again. Let's all get some rest today. Let me guess. She sneaks off in the middle of the night. Also, didn't she sneak out from Yunquay Summit? Chat more with Xiaoguang. Let's do the opposite. I want to chat with Xiaoguang because that's content we're going to lose, miss, and not get if we don't. Haven't gone to bed yet? I just wanted to come see you again. It's alright. I was just feeling a bit down again. But after everyone's comforting words, I'm feeling much better now. At least those two illusions today gave us a clearer picture. You must be exhausted from running around with me these past couple days. Go get some rest. I'm still worried about it. Oh, same bag. It's pretty common on these. The two options are the flower. Blooming potted flowers look vibrant. Xiaoguang must be taking good care of them. The two menu options tend to just be like two sections of the same statement. Hey, we got flowers too. Are we taking good care of them? They almost look like orange Ninevehs. Almost. Warm bed. After a long day, the bed seems to whisper, "Come rest your mortal coil." That's what you're meant to do right now. Like falling into clouds, gently sinking, surrounded by tendrils, you drift off into dreams. But under the cover of night, there are still those who remain awake in Phylum Heights. Well, this is unexpected. You let that insignificant little pawn go free. Such mercy. Doesn't quite fit the image of someone bent on revenge, ready to die alongside their nemesis. They're just an insignificant pawn. They have minimal intel, and their life or death won't affect the bigger picture. You'll need to cut off everything. On the path to meet the Creator, any impious noise must be thoroughly purified. Just like those traitors who once basked in divine grace yet harbored doubts, daring to commit blasphemy, they are now very quiet, utterly quiet. As for you, showing mercy to even a little pawn, how can I trust you won't go soft on Banyue at the crucial moment? Or perhaps hesitate when it comes to your own ending? Whether you trust me or not means nothing to me. I've said it before. Making Banyue pay in blood is my punishment for him. And the ending I've written for myself. Isn't he a construct? So the whole blood thing isn't really probably gonna be a thing. You're sharing in the same punishment as him? How ironic. Don't tell me you're still clinging to that pathetic illusion of master-disciple bond. Don't. Cut the pointless probe. We're just using each other to get what we want. My decisions are none. Don't get too hung up on your so-called god, puppet. Better pay attention to those you keep in your company. For your sake, you better pray your creator is really as omniscient. Plain. See, this is a problem because if any of the stuff we told him about Ye Shuyan, he's now going to provide to her almost guaranteed, and then that's going to put him at risk because she's going to know that he's potentially planning something, even though she's probably speculating that he's planning something anyway, because she's that one. You mean Ye Shuyan? His little schemes are insignificant. The creator has foreseen his fangs, and I shall be the final link to fulfill the creator's prophecy. Ye Shuyan's very existence, his every choice, even those futile acts of defiance, all will be woven into the grand tapestry, becoming a distinctive stroke of color in this final masterpiece. Everything will return at journey's end. The lingering warmth of conspiracy gradually dissipates in the morning light of Philo Heights. A new day dawns upon Swabian Temple, still unaware of last night's undercurrents, carrying mysteries and looming threats. Since I'm awake, I should go check on Xiao Guang. Is that Feline and Bowline bickering outside? Might as well check it out. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to check it out next time on Dragon Ball Z. But no, really, we're gonna have to wrap up there. So, for those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. That's right, we had one of these go off in that last step. Ending Sacrifice, Covenant Guardian, clear its miasmic shield within 25 seconds after it enters miasmic field. Cool. I was just spamming the attacks and trying to dodge and counter as quickly as I could, and my hand was feeling like it was going to fall. So we do have a, if you're watching there after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at whenever I get here in the PM Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we have a TikTok and a social media platform formerly known as Twitter if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, if you're enjoying the content there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it lets us know what content you guys are enjoying. That is just about everything for this episode of Zenless Zone Zero. Why is the radio on? Guess why I forgot to turn it off this morning. We reports that a notorious criminal group, White Palm, which has been inactive for many years, is now mounted full-time. The name sounds familiar. White Palm? This criminal group is ruthless and cunning, robbing supplies from HIA routes and stashing them in the hollows. They exploit unsuspecting citizens to pass coded messages. Public Security urges all citizens to come forward with any information on White Palm. Keeping the peace in New Eridu starts with you and me. I knew it. That's not a laundry powder brand. It's a criminal group, White Palm. I have to tell Tina. You're okay. I didn't know the radio had that information. So, there's no agent story currently active. So that's kind of a trust event. Astra can run our store now? I'll have to do that. Okay, let's go back to it. Ilum, Fabian Temple. Hopefully this doesn't trigger the bang boop. that. Okay, we're safe. Made it back. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna wrap up this episode of Zenless Zone Zero. Hope you guys had a wonderful time today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next. And until then, stay.